Be careful with enemies. Because enemies is just one part of it. Sometimes it ain't going to be enemies, it's going to be frenemies. Are you listening to this preaching? See, we can identify enemies quite easily. But it's the frenemies that are fooling you sometimes. They talk like they're your friends. They come around like they're your friends. They whisper sweet nothings in your ear like they're your friends. But the whole time, they're waiting on the perfect moment to pass. OJ said it best, they'll smile in your face, all the while trying to take your place. They'll pass. So watch this here, church. Nehemiah has mission. Nehemiah has vision. But then here comes the probation. He's got people that have bought into his plan. He has people who are ready to get this work. And the devil got to send somebody now to bust it up. Watch the text. The Bible will go on to tell us that when Sanballat had heard, when Geshem had heard, and there's another one named Tobias we'll talk about later. When they heard this, they began to laugh them to scorn. Watch what they say. They say, what are you trying to do? You all are talking about building some wall of Jerusalem. Listen, I know when y'all finish, I can get a fox to come and blow on this wall, and it'll all come tumbling down. They begin to torment them. They begin to laugh them to shame. And that's what you are going to understand, St. Matthews, when you have mission over your church, when you have vision over your church, and God gives provision to the church, there are going to be some people that just don't believe. There are going to be some people that's waiting on your failure. There are going to be some people that are going to speak against what you did. But look at what the Bible says in verse 20. Then Nehemiah answered them and said, the God of heaven will cause us to prosper. That's a preaching point right there. Can I go ahead and shout myself happy? Listen, it don't matter who said I wasn't going to make it. It doesn't matter who left me for dead. It doesn't matter who laughed at me. What matters to me is God made me a promise that he will prosper me. He will give me good success. He will make my name great. He will cause me to flourish. And if God be for me, let me help you real quick. No man or woman has to validate what God said. What God said, that settles it. I believe it, and that's good enough for me. Let me tell you what the enemies are going to do. Enemies come to distract you. Now, what is a distraction? You might want to write this down if you're a little tape. A distraction is a device of the devil determined to divert your attention from your divine assignment. Let me say that again. A distraction is a device of the devil determined to divert your attention from your God-given assignment. Yo, we preach this at Holy Ghost. And when you've been walking with Jesus long enough, when you understand that you need to live your life on purpose, when you understand that it's not for everybody to like you, that it's not for everybody to understand you, when it's not for everybody to get on board with your program, I'm not going to let this distract me because souls are on the line. Folk need to hear the gospel. Folk need to come home. Folk need to be saved. And if I allow the devil to distract me, somebody I should have won don't still be lost. Everybody understands? Laugh not. Cry. Nehemiah understands. Say I can't do it now. But keep that same energy when it get done. He has mission. He has vision. He has provision. And this attracts construction. Don't miss that St. Matthew's. Second light, don't you miss it either. In chapter 2, the wall has not even been constructed. You want to see enemies will come your way just because you got a dream. Enemies are going to be dispatched to you just because God called you to do the work. You haven't even purchased your lumber yet. You ain't even went find you a good hammer yet. You ain't even consulted a construction crew for the cement. Just because you talking about it, you got some business. Come here, Pastor Jamison T. You remember when Israel was in transition? The Bible says they had come to the plains of Boyce. Yeah. Balak the king, just like Sanballat and Geshem, he's heard about God's word. How there ain't nothing to be played. How there's nobody to be underestimated. And the Bible says his nerves begin to run back. Because he's afraid that these people of God are going to come and overtake my town in Moab. So watch what he does. He finds a sorcerer, a soothsayer by the name of Balaam, who's known for dishing out curses. He goes to Balaam and says, listen, I've got these people coming through my town. They are more and mightier than me. I need you to deal with them. I need you to curse these people. Watch what happened. Every time Balaam tried to curse, he said, bless. Every time he said, every time they came through, God bless you. He couldn't even earn his wage because God had a plan for his people. But this is a shout, and I'm going to tie it in with Nehemiah. Listen, you got some folk that can't stand you. You got some folk that are against you, not because you've arrived, but just because you're on your way. See, what he didn't understand was we was passing through Moab. You ain't even got nothing we want in Moab. We ain't gonna even waste our time with you in Moab. We just passing through. And sometimes enemies are gonna come your way. They're gonna be intimidated by your charge. They're gonna be bothered by your plan. But they don't even understand. God ain't through with me yet. Listen, I'm just passing through. And while I'm passing through, I'm giving God a right now praise for my not yet. Anybody in here navigating your way to a not yet right now? I'm believing God to do some stuff, but not yet. I'm waiting on God to make some ways, but he ain't done it yet. I'm waiting on God to scatter some enemies, but he ain't done it yet. When you got mission over your life, you got vision over your life. God give you some provisional participants that will participate in your plan. The enemy is coming. Can I tell you something? Don't fight for victory. Fight from your place of victory. Because the victory is already won. Now watch this, and I'm almost done with you this morning. My plan when I walked in the door, read my little poem and sit down.